I guess the clock has started. So, hey, welcome to SPARKCon. This is a big effort put on by a lot of people, and we're just so excited the train's finally leaving the station, and it's great to have all you guys here celebrate the beginning with this. So, big hand to the Museum of Natural Sciences and all the ideaSPARK folks for putting this together. It's huge. And now Todd will talk.
And we are off to slide 2. Everybody always asks, what is SPARKCon? Well, here it is by the numbers. We have over 90 organizers in the total grassroots creative festival is probably the best way you could say. Hundreds of volunteers, 15 sparks, 175 different acts are going on today, this weekend, over with 1,000 performers. And I think for the first time we've ever done this, we've basically got Fayetteville Street and all the side streets booked, completely full all weekend, from Morgan all the way down to City Plaza. So if you can find space, you can cram yourself in and be part of it.
So people ask us how we organize it. It's largely an open source format. If I talk too much about that, everyone's going to go to sleep. So I'm not going to talk about that. But it is an open source festival, and we have our own ideas about that. Opensource.com actually did a nice little article about how we do that. But the whole idea, it's a festival of the people, by the people. But there's a lot of other people that are behind it here, which you can see the bobbleheads. So thanks, Todd. Thanks, Janet. The Sarahs, Gab, and definitely Chase Bryan, our Spark planner. I hope she's here. She has done an amazing amount of work.
And as you can see, starting off tonight, we got ideaSPARK. PechaKucha. We've been doing this for a few years, and
Pikachu.
Pardon?
I understand it's Pikachu now.
Pikachu? Oh, Pikachu. Okay. So we're Kikachan, whatever. So, but we've got a number of big events going on. You've got tonight's presentations as well as the after party later on. There's a planning session going on over in the Urban Design Center. They'll be taking part all weekend long. So go over there and learn more about planning the city of Raleigh. I mean, great things have happened from past SPARKCons, including City Plaza.
Speaking of which, okay, Fayetteville Street is fully programmed. Sarah, how many chalk artists do we have this year?
I think we have about 700.
700? Man, I underestimated you, sorry. I so underestimated Sarah again. A bunch of exhibitions, including a cell phone exhibition, be able to take cell phone pictures. There's some really interesting things going on. A lot of workshops, a lot of great stuff for kids, too, to get involved and get really interactive with what they're doing. It's a huge group of people that have done an amazing amount of work, and included in that is some really cool graffiti exhibitions that you'll see.
And Sarah gets props again for setting up this year's Bazaar Spark, which is a juried street bazaar where it's not just every commonplace, Thomas Kincaid drawing. These are juried artists that are out there that have been appreciated for their work and their creativity in SPARKCon. So it'll be up all day Saturday. So go out there to Fayetteville and Davie Streets and help out our artists.
Circus Spark is like one of our favorite success stories of late. These are the two girls that are bouncing. That's actually two people. They're the ones that Katie and Casey have organized an amazing thing. It is almost every hour programmed, and you can learn how to do tricks with your hat. You can do some fortune telling. You'll see a lot of fire going on at night. It's something not to be missed.
And taking their cue from Circus Spark, this year is a first year for Comedy Spark. So Carolyn Monday's done a fantastic job of setting up 5 different acts during the weekend, and it starts off as soon as SPARKCon starts with a comedy improv showdown in Wachovia Plaza tomorrow, and then one more improv and 2 additional stand-up shows.
You can see, like, we have every inch programs and like every second too, I guess. But for dancers, they're on the main stage. There'll be quite a bit of programming there, some workshops to get involved with, which should be really fun. Overall, I just think it's going to be fantastic to get people really moving and not just watching dance, but being a part of it.
Dance on over to Martin Street to see Design Spark, where some of our best local designers have put up some amazing showpiece works that they've done over the last year. Go over there, and I think Sparky's over there to greet you when you get over there.
The fashion show, one of the seminal events for SPARKCon, that'll be happening in City Plaza. If there will be limited seating and limited space, it always fills up. So if you want to check it out and you haven't already reserved your ticket, I think there's still maybe a few left that you can still buy online. Then make sure you get there early because that packs up, and it's great to see 15 local designers just what they can do now. It's amazing.
And then we have our annual favorite, Film Spark, which is has a number of events going on. You'll see some film shorts. You have a discussion panel on Sunday, as well as the contestants showing their 24-hour movie competition movies. 48 hours, sorry. But go out to see those, and we got a couple other showcases with that.
Okay, so one of the big ones this year for SPARKCon is the Geeks. Let's hear it for the Geeks. I think the Squirt Gun Assassin Spark Wars thing happens. It's all happening on SPARKCon grounds. I've already been threatened, numerous times online. Anyway, really interesting stuff going on for those guys, and a really nice showcase across from the Raleigh Times.
And this year, we've got 45 free music shows for you to go to over the venues for the weekend. We were going to print out some fake wristbands for you, but we decided just to go for it. You really don't even need a wristband, but go to these different showcases and check out your local music artists.
All right. So Poetry Spark, tonight there'll be a Spark After Dark. If anyone's into erotic poetry and burlesque shows, that's one not to be missed.
We're starting off with sex, too.
Will your daughter let you go? Yeah. Well, that's definitely something. Yeah, I guess we are leading off with sex, but.
And drinking. And you've got to have the drinking, which, occurs during every SparkCon. But the big showcase for Tasty Spark will be the Sip Spark Bartender Challenge on Saturday over at King's, where some of your local bartenders will vie for the championship. We've got a number of food trucks that are going to be out there, and they're actually, legal now in Raleigh. So let's give council a hand for that.
There'll be quite a bit going on with Theater Spark. That has really grown, and we're happy to see Theater Spark take over a good chunk of the main stage programming during the day on Saturday. That's going to be really great to see. Also at Raleigh Ensemble Players, there'll be several different things going on. You can see on the list below that there's a lot of theater groups that all came in and really collaborated to put together a nice smattering of everything that's going on.
And then the Active Spark that adds on to dance and everything. This year we have Wheel Spark, where we've put together our bikes, our skateboarders, and the best of Aly and the Balu Kirby Derby all together in one. We've got to have rickshaw buggies going between Bugfest and SparkCon Kids area, and Gravity Spark, which is a Soapbox derby down the middle of Fayetteville Street on Sunday.
One of the nice things that we were able to do was to put together a little competition for people to do things that you've heard them maybe talk about doing some wacky idea, and we decided that some of those people just need a kick in the pants, which really meant just some money to do it. There are 3 different exhibits that are going on that are all part of this Flint Now competition. So one of which is you'll see these spark critters, like these virtual biological creatures that you can create. There's a photo occlusion booth. Both of those will be in that across from the Raleigh Times in the Fish Studio. Oh man, I got cut off by Carrot Top. And you got to see the spirograph, the chalk spirograph. Carrot Top has always been an inspiration for me. And I think you got to take his word for it when he says spark on.
Spark on, and let's get this thing rolling.